Hello. Hi there. How's everybody doing? Are you guys in the kitchen preparing your Thanksgiving meals? Feel like I've been talking about Thanksgiving for a long time now, and it's finally up on us. I know a lot of people are probably traveling and in the kitchen, starting to prepare these gourmet meals that you're going to be partaking in tomorrow. But I just wanted to pop in with you and talk to you a little bit about something that's I've been thinking about a whole lot over the past week or so, but especially today, just talking about potential and all of the potential that we collectively as the human race have and how we use so little of it. Anyway, that's just something that's on my mind. I want to talk to you about it tonight, as you are in the kitchens, you're on your way to wherever it is that you're going. You're, thinking about the fun and the family and friends that you're going to be entertaining tomorrow. And I just want to put this on the back of your mind so that as you're going through all of that stuff, you can just kind of, it's something you can be thankful for, that you do have potential and you have the ability to utilize that potential to do great things in the world. So I am not going to delay because it has been a long day for me and I'm sure it has been the same for you. So let's get started. I am Bashana Weatherspoon, that is, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge into their next level of success. I can't talk today. But anyway, and I'm also the host of the Know Your Worth Career podcast that's centered around helping women to maneuver career situations that are unique to us as women in the workplace in terms of pay, opportunities, career advancement, all of those things that helps us to be successful in our careers. We talk about it on my podcast show. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, visit my Facebook business page at Coach Fashana, and check it out. Anyway, I have some great content there that you could possibly benefit from. So, before we get into what I really want to talk to tonight, I extend the opportunity for you to share this broadcast with a friend, a family member, a coworker. I'm going to slow down. Who could benefit from the information that I am sharing with you tonight on this live. So go ahead, take a moment, find the little share button at the bottom and just press share. So, are you wasting perfectly good potential? There's this quote, actually, I've heard it before, but I heard it too yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Wow. Yeah, so yesterday morning I heard it, and it just has been in the back of my mind since that time. And it's one by Winston Churchill that says, if you're going through hell, keep going. Which kind of relates to what I'm going to talk to you about tonight, because sometimes we get caught up with things that seem like they're difficult or somewhat of an obstacle for us, and instead of continuing to move forward, we stop because a difficulty presented itself, which keeps us from realizing our potential that I want to talk about tonight. So many people have their goals set, their dreams and ambitions and all the things that they want to accomplish in their careers, in their relationships, in their health, in their finances, you name it. But despite having those desires or those interests, many people never get an opportunity to realize their dreams. I just heard of two separate situations where someone just spontaneously is not really the word I'm looking for, but, without any previous warning, just lost their lives. So all of those dreams and hopes that they had for themselves are gone. And, probably without ever even having the opportunity to realize what, they were really even capable of. So, and there's different reasons that people have for not, following through on their dreams and following through on their desires. But one of the biggest ones is fear. The fear that can be disguised in many different ways by many different names. It can be lack of time, lack of resources, lack of connections. It's harder for me versus, how easy it is for somebody else. I can go on and on and on and on. But the number one thing that lies behind all of those things is a fear of failing, a fear of not being able to do what you said you wanted to do. It's some level of fear behind each and every one of those things. And given that there are no certainties in life except for death, that's a guarantee, there's nothing worse to me than knowing or even thinking about, the thought that I went through my whole life and I never did any of the things that I wanted to try because I let some imaginary things or boundaries stop me. So we just have so much potential that often goes to the grave with us. Les Brown has this quote that says the graveyard is the richest place on earth because it's where you find all the hopes and the dreams that were unfulfilled. The books that were never written, the songs that never had a chance to be sung, the inventions that never had a chance to be shared, the cures that never got discovered, all because someone was too afraid to follow through, to push through, and to make them happen. I often think about my ancestors, and you guys know I was talking about that, the thing that Oprah says about, I come at 10,000 and calling up on the ancestors and whatever. But I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I was just thinking about some of my ancestors, Madam C.J. Walker for one, Harriet Tubman, and just a myriad of other ones. But just pondering about, despite the situations and the circumstances that were sitting before them and how much worse their situations probably were versus where I sit right now, that these women somehow summoned up the courage to do something that was unimaginable. I mean, things that probably people only dreamed of, but they actually were able to make it come to life. Even though the things that they did were quite different, what it took for them to do that, was getting past that fear, finding something greater than the fear that pulled them forward. So Dr. Carol Dweck wrote a book called Mindset, and many of you are probably already familiar with it, where she talks about the differences between growth mindsets and fixed mindsets. And she has this quote in there that says, I have been deeply moved by outstanding achievement and saddened by wasted potential. And so that's, what this whole fixed mindset, growth mindset thing really centers around is her curiosity around what makes some people do just outstanding things versus some who have so much potential, but they never get a chance to realize exactly what they're capable of. So with the fixed mindset, these are people who focus on their basic qualities like their intelligence and their talent, and they depend on that to, get them where they need to be in life. That's what they use to create their success. Whereas somebody with a growth mindset, these are people who believe that their basic abilities can be developed through hard work and persistence. And it really fosters a love for learning and being resilient, that when you fall, you get back up, you keep going. that persistence. You don't allow anything to stand between you and what it is that you say that you want the most. And it's a trait that's held by basically everyone who's done anything great ever. Ever. So, of course, I have a few things that I want to share, some ways that we can begin to shift our mindset so that we can reach the level of success that we want to have in our jobs, in our careers, in our families, in our relationships, whatever it is. Of course, my focus is career, but it doesn't just stop there. The first thing that I want to offer is to adopt a different perspective. And that just goes a long way with a lot of different things. Instead of viewing things as challenges or failures, it's much more beneficial to think of them as opportunities. Opportunities to learn, opportunities to grow, opportunities to explore, to find out something new that you didn't know before. Number two is change what you focus on. There you go. Wayne Dyer had a quote that says, when you look at things differently, the things you look at change. So instead of focusing on the outcome so much and being so fixated on what that end goal is, it's helpful to focus on the process, because everything happens in the process and it turns out just the way it's supposed to be. Now, whether that's the way you envisioned it to turn out or if it's something totally and completely different, either way, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. The process is the part that's most important. So change what you're focusing on. The third thing is to give yourself permission to start over. So if something that you tried does not work out, as that old saying goes, try again. Same thing here. And don't get so hung up in attaching labels and meanings to things. Just let the thing be a thing. And if you need to do something different, put that thing over in the corner, try something new. And the fourth thing that I want to offer is embrace learning. Life is all about learning, growing, evolving along the way. And I'm convinced that we are not meant to be the same person at 55 as we were at 25. I haven't made it to 55 yet, but I can tell you right now that the person that I was at 25 is not the person that sits before you today. And I'm so thankful for that. So learning helps us to grow. And that's what we need. That's what we need to help us to evolve. And that mindset has everything to do with whether or not we reach that potential that we have just buried inside of us, waiting for us to bring it out. Now, if you're tired of holding yourself back and sitting on your potential, I have something to offer. I have a solution. If you're ready to move to your next level, I would like to invite you to visit my brand new website at www.vashanaweatherspoon.com, where you can pick up my 3-part e-course series entitled Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level. And it's absolutely free, which is what I was trying to tell you before. But it's something that, it's an e-course that I put together that will help you to get your career on the right tracks so you can get yourself moving in the right direction so that you can realize that potential that you have just waiting inside of you, ready to come out and show itself to the world. So don't you be the one who hinders that, right? That is what I wanted to share with you tonight. I want to think about this over the next 24 hours. As you're with your family and your friends and you're having wonderful meals and wonderful times, think about the things, and you're thinking about the things that you are so thankful for. Be thankful for your potential. Be thankful for the ability to take that potential and turn it into something great that not only benefits you and your family, but can benefit the world, because that's exactly what is possible. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. have fun tomorrow on your Thanksgiving day, doing all the things that you're going to be doing. I wish you lots of joy and happiness and fun. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video and this message that I am sharing with you tonight. I ask you to please like and share the broadcast. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.